Good day, everyone. This is me again, Hart, for another video. And for today, we're going to talk about another quote from James Clear. And his quote says, "The person who takes one shot needs everything to go right. The person who takes 1,000 shots, they're guaranteed to score." So, basically, what James Clear is talking about in his quote is taking more shots at a goal. So, we need to find an area within our life wherein we can take this many shots as we could. So, for me right now, it is about making more videos. Even if it's just one video each day in YouTube and one video for TikTok. I know that I've got a long way to go in order for me to really become great at this thing. This thing of being more articulate in the words that I say and really having to interpret different wisdoms in order to impart them to those who watch this video. You who is watching this right now. So James Clear is basically saying that in order for us to become great at something, we need to put in the reps, the repetitions, the necessary actions, the boring, the mundane, repeated actions in order for you to really be successful or be great at that thing. And while I was reading that quote, I just thought of Steph Curry. Stephen Curry is a NBA or basketball player in the NBA who plays for the Golden State Warriors. And he's arguably the best shooter in of all time in NBA, best player, best shooting guard or best shooter, shooter, best player, not the best player, but the best 3 point, who has the best 3 point shot or have made a lot of field goals in 3 point shots made. And I've heard this story from Tony Robbins wherein he was citing Steph Curry as an example of having or what you do in private, the work that you do in the private will be rewarded in public. So in private, in his practices, in Stephen Curry's case, he was or the thing that Tony Robbins has said where that Stephen Curry is taking 1,000 shots each day, 1,000 made shots each day. If I don't know if that's accurate, but let's just put it that way. He is making 1,000 shots each day in order to perfect his 3 point shot, his shooting form, and just having this professional have to practice his shot says a lot about work ethic and just basically how did that player become great at that thing. So this is where repetition comes to play because those 1,000 shots that he is making each day in practice is being rewarded in his NBA games, regular season, the playoffs, and in the finals, wherein it was evident. He won 4 finals or championships in the NBA, and he had put up crazy numbers, especially in 3 point field goals made and his percentage overall in 3 points and also in free throws actually. And that is what I'm trying to practice because although Steph Curry is taking 1,000 shots, the attempts that he took overall in his 15-year, I think, NBA career was, I think, what Tony Robbins has said was 1% of the the 1,000 shots each day that he makes. So if he makes that, I don't know the computation, 7,000 shots in a week and doing that for a whole year, I don't know the numbers. And if he translated in it in the game, he's making a lot of it. So by making those repetitions, he was prepared to take on different positions in the court wherein he could take that shot. And if he did not put in that effort of making those thousand shots made in each day that he practices, he will not be, I doubt that he will not be as great as he is right now. So that is what I am practicing right now. Although I post in public, I still think it's a thing that I'm practicing in private because nobody's watching. And if I did this, if I made 365 videos in 2025, which was the goal and it's still the goal for this year, is to make videos each day, one video at a time. And I don't find it hard to make the video. Sometimes I fail to have, or I don't have the motivation to make videos, but I know that I can still say anything that I want. Where there were videos in the past that I have not really explained the topic that I wanted to share, but I know that's part of the journey of being more articulate. You, I know that I will not become articulate overnight. So I don't know which philosopher or which famous influencer said that the overnight success that you are looking for is the 10 years of work. After 10 years of work, boom, overnight success. So I think it's hard for us to really visualize that because I also experienced that. I also experienced that wherein, especially those days wherein you drag yourself out of the bed, or maybe those times wherein you are not feeling it, you don't have the motivation to do the thing that you said you would do every day. And it's really hard. It's really hard during those times, especially those days. And even though you realize or you remind yourselves in your good times, especially like right now, I feel good. Before I made this video, I wanted to really make the video, and I am calm and thinking about the 10 years or maybe 5 years or maybe 1 year of making these videos. I look at it and I zoom out and look at it in a perspective where I know that after a year I may get better. Maybe if it's just 1% better, then good. It's still a progress. But I know it's not just 1% because right now making 70 videos, I think there are some gestures that were really hard for me to let out or to do, but now it's almost like a fluid motion wherein I feel like I'm dancing, and especially the thoughts that I have and the way it flows through my mouth. Pause. Um, it it is how you really get better. You will do the repetitions, you do the necessary actions, even though you look like stupid, you look like you look like a fool talking in front of a camera. And I know it's really hard to overcome that. And in other areas of life wherein you find yourself wanting to improve at that thing, you really need to make the repetitions. And I want to say that in other areas of my life, I am not applying the things that I am doing when in front of a camera or making videos and being more articulate. I also find it hard. But doing this, making videos, just putting in the reps, helps me to use it also in other parts of my life. And that's the key. If you want to really have this consistency, you need to start at one habit. And the other habit that I'm practicing is exercising and walking and journaling, which has been the thing that I am doing for the past 4 years. Although I was not really consistent like every day since that first year that I tried journaling and exercising, but I can say in a week basis, I have journaled, I have exercised maybe 3 or 4 times in that week, and that's still consistency. So going back to the quote, the person who takes one shot needs everything to go right. The person who takes 1,000 shots, they're guaranteed to score. So as long as you keep trying, this is so cliche. As long as you keep trying, as long as you do it every day, regardless of the emotions that you feel, regardless of the thoughts that you overthink, I know and you know that maybe you don't believe it right now, and maybe I am too at times, but if you live long enough and do it every single day, and maybe not every single day, every other day, as you may say, but as long as you keep on continue doing the effort of just trying to be better, you'll eventually get to the point wherein you are better and you are even great at that thing. So I think that will be all for this video. And if you have feedbacks or any comments about this topic and all the things that I've said, you can comment on the comment section below. And as always, you can like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see or watch more wisdom or have more wisdom coming right at you, then see me on the next video. Goodbye.